Hermitcraft Season 7. Here we are on top of our mega base with our planned out area underneath. I'm really happy that we took the time in the previous episode to get some things worked out for the actual central section of the base, because to be honest with you, it's kind of been stressing me out a little bit. I gotta say, I'm also incredibly impressed with my neighbour. I mean, look at this. This is nuts. This is totally nuts. Oh my, this must... my goodness. I'm looking around though and I can't see any Hermit Challenges burn sticks, which is a bit disappointing because I wanted to thrust a challenge upon Iskall. You know, I've come up with a new way of doing things. I feel like he'll appreciate it, but he's not opened himself up to a challenge. So I might just have to make a bit of a gesture. I know that he likes bamboo. In fact, I know that he cherishes that 12 bamboo that I gave to him. So I guess if I give him a little bit more bamboo, then maybe he'll be happy. But I feel like I can't give it to him in a conventional way because then he won't really take too much notice. So I'm going to have to do something dramatic here. And the chest goes down and let's fill up this shulker box with all of my stuff apart from the bamboo. I think you can see where this is going. Is he down there? I really do hope he's down there. Otherwise this is a total waste. There he is. We landed right in front of him. That's hilarious. I couldn't even see him when I was dropping, but he's right there. I want to see what he's doing. I can just watch his feet moving. He's picking up my XP. He seems confused. I'm such a moron. I didn't put the shulker box in the ender chest. I didn't put in... Well, this is a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? I'm having to ask him to pick up my stuff. Having to ask him to pick up my stuff and bring it over to me. Why am I so useless? One day I will be less useless. Oh, here he is, the man himself. This is a little bit embarrassing. I don't expect him to not point this out. Right, well, after that, let's head over there quickly.
Dude, if you're gonna do an epic super plummet of doom like that, which by the way, totally epic. That was hilarious.
That's great. It felt great, actually. I'm prepared for me to do more of those because your tree is like the perfect space for it. This is going to be my new recreational activity.
So the smokestacks I can just now throw in the fire somewhere. Not doing that.
No, because that triggers something else. We'll get onto that. Okay, so definitely don't do that.
Well, next time you do it, remember to set your spawn, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, I forgot. I left my shulker box. I was going to put... Look, I thought I was going to be professional. I was like, what would Iskall do if he was going to jump off of a log? What are you doing, man?
Dude, that was a mistake.
What are you doing, man? So what I was saying is I was thinking, right, how would Iskall jump off of something if he was to jump off... Dude! So what I was saying is, if Iskall was to jump off of his tree, okay, what would he do? And I thought, he's smart. He would put his stuff into an ender chest in a shulker box, right? And then it would be in his ender chest when he respawns. All's good. I put my stuff in the shulker box, but then forgot the critical stage of putting it in my ender chest. So then my ender chest and my shulker box was stuck on top of your tree. Well, thank you ever so much for gathering them, and thank you for coming to the Hermit Challenges area. I've come up with a new way of doing Hermit Challenges, and it's super exciting, and I think you're going to like it. Okay, it's a new way. It
feels like there are new ways every time we're here, bro. But it's like
this is an extra special new way, right? Okay, this is fantastic. I'm honestly surprised at my own genius on this one. I can tell you.
Okay.
All right, I can't even get it out of my mouth. All right, we just put one challenge in the dropper.
Okay.
I've already put your challenge in the dropper. So just write me one, right?
Of course you have. You've already. Okay,
and
so I should just write you one challenge, and then
one challenge, whatever you want. You can do absolutely anything,
and the spot,
and then Hermit Challenges. You know, some of the challenges have been bad in the past. We all know that. You know, get a parrot. How ridiculous is that? I'm sure there was better ones in the dropper. So I thought, why not cut out all the clutter and just give each other one solid, awesome challenge?
Okay, I got it. It's in.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
So then.
Get good. Dude, I said cut out the clutter. You put one piece of clutter into the dropper.
Okay, to be fair, you said that as I had already... I had to think about something on the spot.
You filled it with...
Okay, what did you do? Improve the Hermit Challenges area.
Yeah.
Have you just... Wait a minute. What you've done here, you've given me a task. You...
No, I haven't. You must be joking,
That's
mate.
quite clever, I'm going to say. This is why you've changed it into you've just one challenge, because you've literally woke up this morning.
No, wait.
You've literally woke up this morning. Okay.
Oh,
How's the flying going?
it's going great.
Yeah.
Right, continue. Sorry. Normally I just fly off into the distance. It's now a bit awkward when I return, but please continue.
Yeah, you're back. You've literally woke up this morning.
Yep.
You've had a flyabout. Maybe you was flying to the monstrosity or something, and then
Yep.
you were like, actually, this needs improvement. Isn't that's what you've done, isn't it?
Not in the slightest.
This is
not in the slightest, dude.
so weird.
I thought this was the perfect challenge for you. You know, I thought you'd appreciate it. In fact, I'm a little bit offended, right, that you would turn around and accuse me of such a thing. Right, well, I think it's safe to say that went well. But now I've been tasked with getting gooder. Getting gooder. I mean, I'm in my diamond gear, so that I can't get better there. I'm successfully using an ender chest with shulker boxes. That's pretty good, you know. I've got Lytra, I've got fully enchanted tools. Honestly, I don't know what he means. With that being said, now that I look around, I mean, maybe some of this stuff could be improved. I mean, look at this. We've got a storage system that is literally just a jumble. All of the chests are overflowing. That's not good. And then my furnaces, they're not brilliant. And yeah, I mean, maybe we could start doing some slightly better infrastructure here. What if I was to build up like a base between bases? So it's not my starter base. It's kind of the middle base between me building up the mega base, because now that I think about it, this tower, I mean, we're going to get these finished soon, but the tower itself is also going to take a long time. It's going to be a long time before I have an actual base, and I don't know how long I can stay in that hobbit hole just overflowing all of the tiny little chests in there. So first things first, I need to clear out this little hill to make way for the build. I think in the previous clip I referred to this thing as being a little hill. Well, three chests worth of dirt later, we've managed to make our way down to the bottom level here. So now it's time to make a beacon so we can clear out this stone too. Right, that's all done. I've covered all of it with grass as well, so everything's looking pretty. There's now a wandering trader on my beacon, which I hate. Just out of interest, what is he actually trading? Iscal, Python, XP crafted. That confused me then. I forgot that we've got the mini blocks. I was like, that's an amazing deal. That's like an infinite quartz deal. Anyway, my plan for this area is pretty simple. As you can see, that dirt pillar behind me, that's the central point of this entire area. So that is the central point at the base. So we're going to be working around that. And I think I'm going to build this up in 4 quadrants. So we're going to have a quadrant here, quadrant here, quadrant here, quadrant here. That's all going to be doing slightly different things. The big quadrant is going to be this one, which I think is going to be my large bulk storage silo area. And I can promise you it's taken me about 2 hours to formulate that plan. I've been paralyzed with fear because I don't want to do anything. I don't want to mess up this place. I love it too much. But imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. I think that's how that saying goes. Whatever it is, we need to do a lot of digging. So I've created 3 of the 4 quadrants. Now I'm doing the back one, which is also the big one. So that's going to go right the way up to the surface. No! 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 Ah, I wish I was live streaming. Then everyone would have been shouting pickaxe in the chat. I need you guys. I need you. Thankfully, I do have a few enchanted books lying around, and I do have a few pickaxes lying around, so I think I can do some combining to get my beastly pickaxe back. I think there's a chance that these guys have lost their focuses. Yeah, because they're definitely not refreshing their trades, and that's definitely going to be an issue. So I think I'm going to have to kill all of these guys that are wandering around and then do some replacing. This is both awful and also mildly satisfying because, as I've said many times, villagers might just be the most frustrating things in Minecraft. And there we go, that seems to have worked. This guy has replenished his trades, which means I can get myself a bunch of emeralds, and it seems like the other guy has as well. Who did this? Who's done this while I was away? And also, what? Hold on a second. My eyes aren't that big, are they? Gigantic eyeballs aside, we should probably start work on actually the inner workings of this place. So these 2 can be general storage. As I say, that one's going to be storage silos, and I think this one is going to be reserved for super smelter. maybe a super smelter. That actually would be very handy. I know I kind of have a super smelter in my base, but it's really not fast. We need a proper one. I've been toying around with a few ideas of what I want this place to look like, and I think because this is a base in between bases, I think I'm going to keep elements of the hobbit hole, but also I'm going to start bringing in elements of the future base in the form of the storage silos and some more high-tech things. And I'm quite liking this vibe. I'm a fan of this. Now that both sides are built, it's got me thinking, what am I going to do in these end pieces? I was thinking at least one of them has to be an enchanting table so we can have the books and everything like that. I think that will look cool. But on the other side, what do we do on the other side? What do we need to make space for? Maybe a bed? Yeah, I could have a little bedroom up there. That's a cool idea. And one that I've carried out, and I think it looks quite nice. I've also got a few bedside chests around here. This is the only chest. All right, It's so frustrating when things like that happen. That was the only chest that I'd forgotten to put a slab above. Okay, every single other chest in here can be opened and is actually usable, but this one I couldn't. Anyway, I've got a slab up there now, so that's my bed. And then over here, we have the enchanting table set up. So those are the two kind of main essentials. I do need an anvil and a grindstone over here, though. Moving on from that section, I've started work on this area. Now, obviously, this big space out the back here is where my storage silos are going to be going, which are actually pretty massive. Now that I look at this, these are going to be some pretty big storage silo areas, but this space here is going to allow me to get in and out of this place easily. Obviously, I can still drop in through this top section here. I think I'm just going to leave that open, but I wouldn't mind also having some water elevators just in case I die and I don't have my elytra on me, which with the way that I've been playing lately is a high possibility. Nice, this looks great, and it functions well as well. So I run inside, jump in the soul sand, hop out my base, and then I drop into this one. That will take me through the magma elevator, and then I drop out and try my best not to open up that trapdoor. It's a really simple process. Now this area here, this is what I'm getting excited about. This is the thing that I now want to work on. So first things first, I should probably work out where the storage silos are actually going to go, how many of them I'm going to have, and what the storage silos are actually going to have in them. So I guess if we were to space these out like that, that is perfect. So that is a storage silo. In fact, I have some chests here. So this would be a storage silo, this would be a storage silo, this will be a storage silo. Same thing on the other side. So that's 6. Dirt, sand, gravel, concrete, stone, cobblestone. And then what do we have on the back wall? Kind of didn't think that through. I might actually make it so that the whole room is a little bit slimmer. Yeah, so then I don't have such a big back wall. This is a lot better, it's a lot more useful. I've already got the space cleared out for the redstone, which is incredibly helpful. And most importantly, it now gives us 7 areas in which we have to fill in, all of which are accounted for. So we're going to go right the way up to the top. I'm also adding systems in here where it's going to take the items from this chest. So this is going to be the input chest. Is then going to transport them upwards through an item elevator and then drop them back down into the storage silo. And it's going to fill them from the top down. And then all of the redstone lamps will gradually begin to turn on. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think storage silos might be some of my favorite redstone contraptions in the world. There's something about them that I absolutely love. And they were actually invented by Tango Tech, a member of the Hermitcraft server, way back in early 2013. This is starting to look impressive. And this room right here has more chests in it than my entire hobbit hole, which I would say is a positive. I'd say that's hugely positive. I'm liking this area already. I must admit, I was counting on being able to buy redstone lamps. I was definitely counting on that. I've just been into the big comparator and there definitely is no sign of them. And I don't think there's any other redstone-based stores anywhere around here. This could be a problem. I tell you what though, this is not a problem. This is awesome. So this is BOO's TNT store. I'm so impressed by that. He has built that somewhere out just in the wilderness and then obviously got a map that has taken it. And goodness me, that is perfect. That is so cool. Actually makes me want to buy TNT, even though I have no need for TNT right now. For the first time in Hermitcraft history, I'm actually having to manually gather resources as opposed to buying them at a store. The horror. Up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go. Cool, okay, this looks nuts. This looks so cool. I'm trying to work out how I'm actually going to do the item elevators in between these things. So if I have, for example, a hopper here and then blocks here, I guess that then gives me a pretty good chamber to actually run the items up. I'm very glad that that seems to have somewhat worked out. So now it's time for the actual redstone of the silos, which for anyone who's built one before will know it's actually quite a simple process. They look fancy, but they aren't actually that complicated to build. All we have to do is loop redstone signals round like this from the hopper into the redstone lamp, and that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. 6 more storage silos later. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. Right, next up, I need to work out how I'm going to do the item elevators to get these items up to the top into the storage silos, which, as I mentioned earlier on, should hopefully be easy, but, you know, it is redstone, so it's never particularly simple. Now, I did have an idea where you throw the items into a hole and then they get taken up into the storage silo, but unfortunately, I think that could lead to issues with if I throw in a lot of items, they could sit at the top of the hoppers there and despawn, so we need some way of limiting the flow, and the best way to do that, I think, is by using an automatic dropper system. But anyway, the item elevator is going to be going around about here, so we need to send the items across and up. I've just popped over to the ice shop to pick up some bits for item transportation, and apparently I have to take my shoes off before I go into the store. And it looks like they've actually got observers checking to see if you have your shoes off. This all seems to be working quite nicely. I've just done a quick test. It's made its way into the system. So now I'm just making my way through and once again repeating it for all the other of the storage silos. Except unfortunately the system doesn't actually work because some items have just dropped into a gap between hoppers. So that's not good. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. I don't know what we're going to do because we don't really have very much space either. This makes a little bit more sense. So instead of dropping the items straight upwards, I drop them across into that side wall. So now there's no opportunity of them flowing into those hoppers. That is a nice, simple solution. I was panicking. After quite a bit of hard work, this thing is now all completed. We have got everything in place. The storage silos are now fully functional. So let's make this room look as cool as the other areas of my base. Because right now I can't help but notice we're missing something important. With that being said, do I like that? Do I actually quite like the fact that it doesn't have a roof? The only issue that I saw with that was that it could be a little bit dangerous. You know, creeper walks in and just falls down and blows up my bulk storage. That would be an issue. So I've added in this glass top and I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. I like this. I'm really, really liking this base area that we've created. With that being said, it was pretty dark in here, so I've just run around placing in a bunch of these jack-o'-lanterns with the pressure plates on top of them to kind of hide them, and I think that's definitely improving bits. The one thing that I definitely do need to work on is this opening here, because this doesn't look particularly good, does it? So, I mean, I guess I could just do another level of this sort of thing with the stairs, and then a little bit of stone and cobbles. Let's see how that looks. That is a lot better. That is a lot better. This little base right here has come together really quite nicely, and if we drop down, everything is looking good. I've cleaned up some things. You can see some evidence of me cleaning up some things. And I've also filled in this area right here, which is soon to be our super smelter. Now, I like the idea of this because you can't actually see the super smelter. So in theory, we're just going to put the items into here. We'll put extra charcoal or coal into this central chest. And then this is where all of our items will flow out to. So we won't actually see any of it happening. We'll just have to trust that all of it is properly working. So with the base being all completed, Unfortunately, the time has come. The time has come to say goodbye to Bumbo Baggins. And you know what? I'm actually quite sad. I'm going to miss this little guy with his scruffy hair and his little waistcoat type thing. I mean, it's going to be strange going back to the old Mumbo, but it's something that has to be done. And I think there's only one person on the Hermitcraft server who can officiate this, and that, of course, is my other hobbit friend, Grian. So let's send him a message. Alright, hopefully he responds to that. Okay, that's good. Okay, so he's in his base. That means he's going to receive... It means he's going to receive a message. The message is going to be me. I'm going to deliver myself. I'm going to deliver myself to Grian and explain exactly what's happening here. I am... I wonder what his reaction is going to be. I think this might be the first time that actual human has been delivered using the delivery system. This is the stupidest system ever. It's so loud. He seems miffed.
A message, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's an important message. It's an important message that I felt like, there was only really one way that I could request it or send it, and I thought, you know, a piece of paper wouldn't quite do. I have something to tell you, dude.
What?
I'm moving out my hobbit hole, okay? I'm gonna keep on top of your messages. Don't get me wrong. Okay, we're gonna keep those flowing. Okay.
You're moving out?
But
You're moving away?
I'm moving 50 blocks away, so not
50
exactly.
blocks. Okay.
Not exactly going crazy. Okay. But this outfit has to go, dude. I don't think I can be a hobbit anymore. You know, you're going to be the only. Yeah.
I hate to break it to you. Like I'm also moving out as well.
What?
I'm moving to my mansion, and I gave up being a hobbit a long time ago.
So I've been the only hobbit.
Yeah.
Wait, so you tell me I've been a solo hobbit? I was only staying a hobbit because I thought you were a hobbit. I didn't even realise that you had stopped being a hobbit. Well, this is awful. Okay, well, look, dude, quickly, okay, bone meal me and stop me from being a hobbit, please.
Unhobbiter.
It's the unhobbiter bone meal.
How does this work? Do I just
think
right-click you?
Right-click me, yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. You're back.
Am I back? Has it worked?
You're back.
Has that
You're
actually
back.
worked? I was kind of,
Yeah.
I've picked it up again. I wonder what happens if I do it again. No.
No.
Let's not do that. Let's throw that in the corner and never speak of it again. Well, it's been fun. I was going to do like a sad speech about how you're now the only solo hobbit, but now that I found out that I was the last hobbit and I was just kind of hanging on to that thing, how embarrassing. I'm going to send myself back. Thank you very much. Right, well, that was nowhere near as sad as I expected it to be. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe that. He wouldn't even tell his best hobbity friend that he had just left the group. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, this has been a fun episode of Hermitcraft. We are back to regular Mumbo now, and you know what? He is a lot more handsome, let's put it that way. I'm happy with this place. I'm happy with the progress that we made in today's episode. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. Oh, and I just want to say, I was doing some flying around near Green's base, and I saw the new Hermit Challenges area. What? Iskall has gone to town. Iskall has gone crazy with it. It looks amazing. I'm actually in shock. I can't believe how much he's improved it. So I'm so glad that I challenged that to him.